So Dave, did you figure out what the puns were in the paragraph that I had about trees? Also, so the last book we just finished for Family Book Club was The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon. I think it's Chabon. There are some really, really good quotes in the book, like every universe, including our own, begins in conversation. Take care. There is no force more powerful than that of an unbridled imagination. But there's one I wanted to share with you by the Kornblum character. He says, reserve all your anxiety, not what you are escaping from, but what you are escaping to. In the story between these two cousins, escape is a giant metaphor of the entire book because of all the focus on superheroes and characters, what makes a hero, what makes escaping. So I'm curious what you think about escapistry. One of the cousins leaves his own family in Europe and comes to the United States. So there's a lot of thoughts about roots and like what makes something a home and how you make something into a home and what escapes are worth it and what are not. This theme of escape ties pretty well to what I'm doing right now because as you can see behind me, sort of on my bed, got some packing stuff out for a family trip in Vermont that starts next week, starting on Thursday, full 3 days in the Vermont wilderness. Not really neck in the wilderness, but more with family and doing things. You were talking about having a break from the internet and to spend more time in real life spaces, and I got to do some of that today because I got to fly the Mavic in a local park and get some footage and test out the features and make sure that stuff is good to go for the trip in Vermont. Even flying something and being able to see like the world from different perspectives, if I'm like a plane up in the sky, but not really with a pilot license, even that's kind of an escape from the norms of reality. It seems like it's really easy for the things that I do in a routine to sort of not feel as alive as the things I intentionally put effort into doing that are kind of more alive, like relationships or things I'm creating or changes I'm trying to make. Those feel more alive and full of surprises rather than my regular routine stuff. So flying that and getting footage and pictures and making sure I didn't fly over anybody, I found like a isolated spot in the park to do it, was fun and different, and it made me excited to travel and to spend more time outside and to sort of take a break from the norms of the routines to maybe think about how to do the routines differently. And honestly, that feels true for escaping of any kind. This book talks about physical escapes of traveling, of putting roots in new places, discovering new things, but it also talks about escaping into art and the power of imagination, and even like reading stories or playing video games or building things, hanging out in Discord with friends, friend game time, all of those are a kind of escape. So I'm wondering like what you think is the best fuel for escape. Some escapes are born out of fear, right? Running away from things only and not having any focus, rather than anxiety, I think is the better word. Focus or energy or intention on what we're escaping to or what we're traveling to. Because it's very easy, I think, to get flight happy in life, to try to escape everything at once. It's much harder, I think, to face the things and to realize when you got something that's good, it rooted into that versus running from everything, even if it's large or small. There are like worthy escapes that are long-term and yearly, like the Project for Awesome, or escapes could be my journaling every single day for gratitude, like escaping from all the noise and focusing on what I'm grateful for and how I'm connected to it, or escapes that happen weekly or monthly or every few years, different chapters that happen. Hopefully in the middle of September soon, I'll be going back to Downtown Singers to sing music and sort of escaping back into art and creating and singing the Messiah, which was a tradition that's older than I am. It's like diversification of escapes. It's such a cool thing. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on that. I hope you're enjoying your IRL time. I'll have to see if I can make something quick because I'm coming back on Monday. I should be able to make that happen. Or do a little like summary video of what I did in Vermont. Have a great day, and I'll see you on Thursday.